I should have been happy. I was standing on the sidelines of a football field, the sport I loved, doing what I loved, coaching. But my eyes weren't on the game. They were locked on two people across the field, my wife and one of my students, laughing, touching, whispering the way she used to with me. That was the moment everything changed. Football had always been my thing. Ever since I was a kid, I lived and breathed it. So when I met my wife, Claire, and found out she was just as obsessed, it felt like fate. We bonded over game nights, fantasy leagues, and Sunday afternoons yelling at the TV. When the opportunity to coach a high school team came up, Claire encouraged me to take it. "You'd be great at it," she said, and she was right. I loved those kids, watching them grow, seeing their passion. It reminded me of why I fell in love with the game in the first place. One kid in particular stood out, Jake. Star quarterback. Charismatic. Talented. He reminded me of a younger me, but more driven. I took him under my wing, mentored him. I wanted him to succeed. I didn't know at the time that he was already winning in ways I could never forgive. It started with little things. Claire's suddenly too busy to watch my games. A text message she quickly swiped away when I walked in. A perfume I didn't recognize on my car's passenger seat. Then that day at practice. I wasn't even supposed to be there. My assistant coach had it covered, but I'd left my playbook in my office. When I walked onto the field, I saw them, Claire and Jake. She was leaning in close, laughing at something he said. Her hand brushed his arm. His eyes, cocky, smug, flickered over her body in a way that made my stomach twist. I told myself I was imagining things, but deep down, I knew. That night, I checked her phone while she was asleep, and there it was, messages, photos, proof. She wasn't just cheating. She was cheating with him, with a kid I mentored, a kid I treated like a younger brother. My stomach churned. My hands shook. I had never hated anyone more in my life. I didn't confront her, not yet. I needed time. I needed a plan. The next day at practice, I watched Jake's every move, every interaction. I saw it now, how cocky he was, how sure of himself. He thought he had won. He had no idea what was coming. That night, I started digging, Claire's phone, her social media, her emails. The more I found, the angrier I got. They had been sneaking around for months, meeting at hotels, at my house when I was at practice. I felt sick, but I wasn't just going to let them get away with it. No, that wasn't how this was going to end. They wanted to play games. Fine. Let's play. Step 1, make him feel untouchable. I started treating Jake like my favorite player, hyping him up in front of the team, making sure he got extra reps. I knew his weaknesses, his ego, his need for validation. And I played into them. Jake, you're the best quarterback we've had in years. I'm proud of you, kid. You've got a bright future. He ate it up. Meanwhile, I fed whispers to the other coaches. Jake was getting too cocky. He wasn't a team player. He was taking credit for plays that weren't his. By the time playoffs rolled around, the team was starting to resent him. But he didn't see it. He was too busy celebrating his wins. Step 2, expose the cracks. I made sure Claire found out I knew, left my phone open with a screenshot of her texts on the screen. Let her panic. She tried to talk to me that night. I ignored her. She tried to touch me. I pulled away. She begged me to talk. I stayed silent. I watched as her anxiety grew. Then I started disappearing at odd hours, coming home late, ignoring her calls, letting her wonder what I was doing. Meanwhile, I reached out to Jake's girlfriend. Yeah, he had one, a sweet girl named Emily who had no idea what was going on until I told her. The heartbreak in her eyes, the way she shattered right in front of me, Jake deserved worse. So I gave it to him. Championship game. The biggest night of Jake's life. College scouts in the stands. Cameras rolling. Everything was set. First half, Jake was on fire, scoring touchdowns, eating up the crowd's cheers. Halftime. I stood before the team, looked Jake right in the eye, and said, "I think the quarterback should give the second half to someone else." Silence. He laughed. Thought I was joking. I wasn't. "Coach, come on," he scoffed. "I'm the best player on this team." I nodded. "You were, until your teammates told me they don't trust you anymore." I turned to the team. "Boys, who do you want leading you in the second half?" They didn't hesitate. Not a single one of them said his name. Jake's face drained of color. His hands clenched into fists. "You can't bench me. This is my team." I leaned in, lowered my voice so only he could hear. "This was my marriage. You didn't seem to care about that either." His jaw dropped. His breath hitched. He knew. He knew I had played him. And then, in front of his family, his friends, and the scouts who came to watch him, I benched him. He sat there the entire second half, humiliated, helpless, watching as the team he thought he owned won without him. After the game, I walked past him and whispered, "Play stupid games, win stupid prizes. Jake's scholarship offers gone." Coaches didn't want a player with attitude problems. Claire. She begged for another chance, said it was a mistake. I filed for divorce the next day. Jake lost everything, his reputation, his future, his pride. Me. I walked off that field that night feeling lighter than I had in years. They thought they could humiliate me, thought they could get away with it. But in football, just like in life, you never see the blind side hit coming until it's too late.